Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to talk to you about something I noticed happening this season. To be more specific about the time frame since the ranking system was implemented. This is now the second time I participate in the ranking system. Last season, that is season 4, I hit rank Z5 as Survivor and S4 or S5 as Raider. There seems to be a lot of problems this season with matchmaking, in particular having unbalanced matchups, missing teammates, like you start the game with around 4 to 5 people and even feeders. Of course, last season the matches were also fairly unbalanced since there was no cross-play feature enabled or implemented. I joined fairly late into season 4, so please by all means let me know if it was the same back then or if it's indeed different. It's really infuriating when you sit down to play your favorite game and want to rank up, and then you are being greeted with these before mentioned issues. The match you are seeing in the background is also another example. First off, as you may notice, we started with around 5 other survivors against a fairly high level and ranked Broly. The guys started sweating and body camping us. I could go on and on about how bad that is, but I digress. I also played a lot of Dead by Daylight, and I am worried that some of the issues that plague Dead by Daylight will come over to Dragon Ball The Breakers. The community in Dead by Daylight can be extremely toxic, especially when it comes down to rage quits, DCing, tunneling, body camping, or sandbagging, which is a bigger category, so to say, which the other parts can fall into, like rage quitting, DCing, and stuff like this. And there's more, of course, but let's move on. You might be inclined to say body camping and tunneling can be effective ways to play and win the game, which it is, but for what price? Don't get me wrong, you have to do what you have to do. But is it really necessary to do these things against like half a survivor team or from the start of a game? Like, I don't know, I think that's a bit much. I don't think we want to have an extremely toxic and sweaty community, right? I think we all have a lot in common, enjoying this very game here, so it's up to us to not completely ruining it with behaviors like that. Because these behaviors have a huge impact on the well-being of the community or the community perception or whatever you want to call it. Same goes for feeders. I completely understand that you want to play as a raider. I mean, who doesn't, right? I would love to have a raider queue. I think it's worth another try with crossplay enabled. I really wish the developers would change some things around in that regard. It's not cool if you play all day to only have a couple raider matches, and those are often being ruined by all these problems I mentioned before, like unbalanced matchups or even DCs and feeders. In my raider matches, I often get extremely high level and ranked survivors, which quickly turn into sweat fests. I personally don't like to play like this, but you know, I want to have a slight chance, you know, especially if it's the only raider game for me at the time, you know. Sometimes I only can squeeze in one raider game because of how the system actually works. It's not fun in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love to play as survivor, but sometimes I just want to play as raider, and I would love to get better playing as raider, but the breaks in between make it really hard for me. I'm not the worst raider player, but I'm also not the best. I mean, right, fair enough, but I think you get the point that I want to make. If you don't know how the system works, when you use the raider flex queue, you gain priority points when you get in a survivor match, and often you have to play like 5-6 survivor matches to actually get into a raider game. And then with that ranking system currently enabled, you get like, at least on my end, I got like often level 200, level 300 survivors, and them being already rank Z1 and S5 around that corner, and my raider is currently at A2. I think I don't have to say more to that, right? These issues we unfortunately can't fix as community community. But what I actually want to get at is that we have other things in control, like our behavior, how we play this game, you know. Just maybe some food for thought there. Next time you might want to feed DC on purpose or camp from the beginning or something like this, you know. Of course, I'm not telling you what you should do, you're your own person, but maybe, you know, you get where I'm coming from. I think this game is really special and awesome, and it would be a shame that it will end up like the community of Dead by Daylight. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm really concerned about that part, because it's really toxic over there, you know. It's a lot. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about these issues and the topic that I brought up there. Did you encounter these issues yourself? How was it for you? How was it in earlier seasons? Please, by all means, let me know this. I would love to have a discussion, or at least get some input there. And other than that, if you enjoyed it, please don't forget YouTube things on me. And having said that, have a good one, guys. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day, guys. Stay safe out there. Vincent out. Bye bye.